What is going on, you guys? My name is Spydico64, and here today we're going to be doing yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review, and this is a little bit something different from what I usually do. Now, since there's a little bit of a short gap in time between 2024 releases, I figured, hey, why not we kind of go ahead and look at some NASCAR Classic diecast. Now, there are two that were on my radar, and I actually have a few more coming in the next week or so. And this is going to be the first one that we're going to be having a look at. And, of course, that is on, you guessed it, but I'm going to say his name anyway. We're going to be looking here at Dale Earnhardt's number 3 Goodwrench 1993 Coke or Charlotte Win 30th anniversary. All right, so so yes, we have a Dale Earnhardt diecast in the studio. Of course, it can't go wrong with a little bit of a Dale Earnhardt diecast. So yeah, now before we do go ahead and get into the diecast itself, here's a quick look at the NASCAR Classics box. Of course, as you can see, it's done in this blue, this really kind of dark shade of blue, kind of light shade of blue. So, of course, it says NASCAR Classics. It says that's the old school NASCAR logo ever since 1948. 164 scale, yeah, right there. And just says all the action stuff, action racing collectibles there on the back. And here is a look at the diecast itself. So once again, a Dale Earnhardt car that we're going to be reviewing here today. Of course, you can't go wrong with a little bit of some Dale action. So, so from what I've read, the reason why Lionel decided to do this diecast was that they had never released, Dale Earnhardt's 93 Coke 600 win has never been produced in the 164 scale line. Now, that's something that I've heard about and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not really so sure. But I mean, hey, it's a Dale Earnhardt diecast, so why not? So yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and review it. So yeah, so I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a 360 look at the car itself. Really, honestly, it's overall impressions of it is that it's really nice. The glossy black just looks so good on this car. I just really love the way that it came out. But there are a couple things to note here. The wheels are kind of weird. Like, you see how they just extend out? That's not good. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, it's like the same for the other side, so these wheels aren't really exactly in all the way. So yeah. As I am looking throughout the rest of the car. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with this Dale Earnhardt diecast. So yeah, with all that really sort of being said, let's just go ahead and have a look at the sponsors. One thing of note here, this is something that really I don't understand. Now, I know that on these older NASCAR, really in the 90s and in the 2000s, there was no driver windshield banner that displayed the driver's name. That was not implanted up until like 2013. But as you can see, there's no windshield detail at all. Yeah, barely anything there at all. Which is odd considering that the other NASCAR Classics diecast that I ordered has this Tim Richmond diecast has it. So I do not know what went on over at Lionel, but it's missing the windshield detail. I don't know. I really don't. I just generally do not know what the hell is up with that. Anyways, it says GM parts, good wrench. Of course, you got the Chevy banner right there. Here's the Chevy Lumina front nose. There's no headlights on these cars. Of course, you can see it says number 3, Lumina right there. And of course, you got Goodyear on top of the wheel well. Goodyear Eagle, number 1. Just look at some old school contingency sponsors. CMAC Tools, 76 Fuel. On this side, you can see NASCAR race car, NASCAR Cup Series. It's funny because, you know, it would say NASCAR Winston Cup Series, but I mean, of course, as we all know, they can't put cigarette ads on a Hot Wheel. But it is kind of funny considering that now that's the name of the NASCAR Cup Series. It's just the NASCAR Cup Series. Anyways, you can see Goody's Headache Relief, Gatorade, Gillette, Holly. It says Bowman down there. Number 3, Mac Tools, Good Wrench, AC, right there. Dale Earnhardt's name on the name rail. And then, of course, it says Mom's Pops. Mom's Pops was on, they did sponsor one of Dale Jr.'s late models. I have no interest in getting that diecast, though. It says number 3 on the roof. Of course, you can't go wrong with that. It says GM Performance Parts back there. It says Good Wrench Quick Lube Plus, number 3. Number 3 back there, and it says the Chevy banner down there. Same stuff on the other side as usual. Same thing right there. And here is an underneath look at the car itself. That's weird. There's a little bit opening right there. That's weird. Once again, this is something that I don't normally do, but yeah, now I'm pretty sure, okay, I have looked all around this car to see if there's any race wind damage, but there is not at all. Like, it says number 3, Charlotte win. So is there just no race wind damage on this thing? Am I tripping here? Now, since it's a black car, of course, there's not going to be much race wind damage. What was it? I had a look at the at Bushwhacker Reviews' review on this car. It was the 124 scale, and it had race wind damage, but no, I can barely see anything. Huh, okay, well, okay then, God, I sound so damn confused. I'm just so sorry, but, I mean, was this a race win? I have no flipping clue, but I can hardly see any race win damage at all. Wow. So, one thing also to note, you got these crevices, or you got this thing in the paint here. Don't know what that is. And these wheels just look so bad, dude. And wow. Wow. Damn. I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed on this diecast, honestly. No race wind damage. It feels cheap as hell. Wow. Oh my gosh. All right then. Well, I don't know what else to say. I mean, out of all the Dale Earnhardt wins, I wanted the 98 500 the most, and luckily I am going to get it in a few days, so maybe that will have some race wind damage. But wow. Gotta say, admittedly, I'm kind of disappointed with this diecast. But in terms of the mold itself, it's not a bad mold. And I mean, hell, look at these old NASCAR stock cars. And yes, oh, by the way, this is a Gen 4 car. This is like in the Gen 4's infancy. And then, of course, afterwards, they changed it so much that it barely resembles the way it looked at the end of its tenure. So, yeah. Especially the way of this front end looking right here. Yeah, I mean, that looks really different than compared to, of course, today's race cars. But, I mean, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm kind of disappointed with this car, honestly. I expected a lot more. And maybe, and hey, look, maybe, I'm just going to say this. I mean, maybe this is not a race win, but I'm just, I don't know. I feel really disappointed with this car. Like, it just feels so damn cheap. Like, especially look at these wheels. Like, what in the hell? Okay, then. All right. But yeah, though. All right. Well, I'll just wrap up things up here, guys. If you're a Dale Earnhardt fan, I mean, I know that you're gonna get this, and I know that people will be getting the Dale Earnhardt wins, but I don't know. I'm fairly disappointed in this car, honestly. No windshield detail. Car feels cheap as hell. I mean, the paint's all right. The paint's pretty good, but I mean, overall, I'm kind of just disappointed in this car. I'm sorry. But yeah, but with that really kind of being said, though, in mind, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I could say more. I just can't. So with that being said, hope all of you enjoyed the review. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.